How do you actually generate realistic talking AI avatars just like the one I'm going to show you now?
So last week, my boyfriend said to try out creatine, and I thought this was just for guys, I can't lie. I'll cut that bit out. But yeah, honestly, girls, I've never felt better since taking this. I'll tag the product in the description for you. Anyway. Ugh, these cameras are terrible. They always cut out. Anyway, if you really want to learn this, comment AI and I'll show you how.
Well, I'm not going to give you a wishy-washy answer. I'm actually going to show you how you can do this. Now, basically, this comes down to two things. It comes down to the model that you're going to select, for example, Kling, Veo, Sora, and it comes down to the prompt that you give it. A lot of people think that you can just give ChatGPT a prompt or give Claude a prompt and it will generate you this realistic talking AI avatar. But unfortunately, right now, that is not the case. And you actually have to give a lot of time and effort into your prompt to make sure that you're getting the most out of it, and so that you don't burn through all of your credits. So without further ado, let's just jump into this video now. As you can see here, just like the video I showed you, this is the starting image that we've got here. I'm using Google Flow for this example to generate the image, but you can use anything. You can use Higgsfield, Weavy, whatever it is. All that really matters is the model that you select. Now, when it comes to images, I would suggest using Nano Banana Pro, as this is the most stable and realistic that there is. There is also Nano Banana 2, but for this example, I'm using Nano Banana Pro. If we focus just on Google Flow right here, when you enter the project, you will see that I've got the image down here and the selection of Nano Banana Pro. If I click on that, I can toggle between landscape and portrait, and you can see here, the good thing about Nano Banana Pro is that it means there's 0 credits when you generate on Google Flow. I initially generated this image earlier, but I've just imported it into my workspace here, and I'm going to show you how you could change this up a little bit to match the certain video that you want to generate. So for example, if I wanted her to smile, I would say, make this woman smile and look directly at the camera. So that's essentially using the initial image that I generated earlier and just finely tweaking it to be able to get this certain change where she's going to be looking at the camera and that she's going to be smiling. Now, what I do stress with videos like this is to make sure that you get an ultra realistic video. You've really got to make sure that you've got an ultra realistic image. If, for example, it is blurry or it's not exactly what it should be at the start of the video is going to look really uneven and it's not going to be very clear throughout the whole process of this. So as you can see here, this is what has happened. We've got her looking directly at the camera and we've got her briefly smiling. Now, what I would say before exporting any of this, I would ensure that you've got this in the highest resolution possible. What a lot of things is with AI videos and AI images, a lot of them are exported in 720p, which means that when you look at them on your phone, on Instagram or TikTok, whatever it may be, it looks really unclear, and it's a clear way of telling that something is AI generated straight off the bat. I just wanted to show you what you could do there with Nano Banana Pro and how you can change different images. Just to give you a bit of background, I used a full prompt for this. This wasn't generated off an existing image or anything like that. I had my AI avatar, which was this girl that I've got on the screen here, and I wanted her to be in this sort of SUV, Range Rover style of car, driving and with a microphone in her hand to give it that vlogging experience. What you would do from here then, if you are going to use Google Flow, you would download this specific image that you've got. Maybe it's a girl in her room, maybe it's a boy doing something else at his PC, whatever it may be. You would download it using this button up here. And then what I've done is I've taken this image and I've gone over to Higgsfield AI. To give you a bit of an explanation on what Higgsfield is, it is a super good platform because it has essentially got all the models that you are ever going to need to do with image and video generation. For example, it has things like Kling, Veo, Sora, Seedance, and it's also got a load of other options like upscaling to make your images and videos super clear. So let's head over to Higgsfield now. Just before we jump into any videos, actually, I'm going to give you a bit of background on what this sort of platform is. There is so much things you can do on Higgsfield. For example, if we look at the top, you've got your image here where you can create images, and you've got all the different models that is incorporated on this selection. Same applies for videos as well. So we go to video, you can create a video, and you've also got all the different models that are available right here as well. You can also do Higgsfield Audio, which is where you could use 11 Labs, Vibe Voice or Minimax, and a load of other things on the side here, which I'm not going to dive too deep into. You've got things like AI influencers, where you can actually create your own AI influencer without the need for prompting or anything like that. As you can see here, these are ones that I've generated previously in the past, literally just from using this builder on the right. If we go back over to video though, I'm going to show you these two videos on what I was able to do when I generated them. So I'm going to replay the main video right now over the screen.
So last week, my boyfriend said to try out creatine, and I thought this was just for guys, I can't lie. I'll cut that bit out. But yeah, honestly, girls, I've never felt better since taking this. I'll tag the product in the description for you.
And as you can see, this was built up of two different videos. The reason why I wanted to do this was to actually join two of them together so that it was a little bit longer. What I want to stress in this though, is that the voice generation with this is all come from a prompt. I'm not using 11 Labs, I'm not using an external audio system to be able to do this. It is all literally coming from a prompt. This is obviously such an important part because it could take your video production process from 2 minutes up to 10 minutes if you're going to use a processing software, or you could just leave it at 2 minutes if you get the prompts right the first time. This means you're not going to burn through credits. It means that you can literally export straight from Higgsfield and upload it to TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be. So you can see there the two separate clips that I created to essentially join those together and create a realistic AI UGC style of video. Really simple. It didn't really take much credits to generate either, and that's because I essentially had the prompts pretty locked down and dialed in from the start. You may have been experiencing something similar where you just end up draining all of your credits because A, the product may not be in focus, the voice may sound off, and the actual action of the video is just not there. This all comes down to your prompt, okay? You need to structure your prompts correctly and make sure that when you write something out, or when you're typing something out, for example, it includes every single bit of detail that you need. Hopefully this video has been really helpful. Like I said, if you want more information on this and you want to dive a bit deeper into how I create these videos and images, then my community will be in the top line of the description and you can access it all there. I'll see you guys in the next video.